Now, what kind of Joker hair do I want to run with? That's pretty good. Joker beard? I'm not gonna lie, this song, this repeating looping song for the game, does this sound like the intro to a Civil War game to anybody else? Like, I feel like I'm about to just play on the Confederate side of the Civil War with a soundtrack like this. What do we start? Ooh, I don't need any other truck. Give me this one. This is the only one I need. The Umiboshi? Look at this. That's a tight little truck. Oh god, how do we turn the radio off? Show inputs. Thank you. I do not need the radio on. I could make my own fun when I'm in the car. Driving down the road, having a good time. Me when I buy things, gonna buy some slime. I hope they have retro, I hope they have Nickelodeon toys in their storage container. Ooh, you know what? I hope they have those old McDonald toys. Those can sell for a whole $1 a piece. Oh, I hope they have the lead-painted Burger King cups in there. You got games on your Storage Wars iPad? I don't know, do I? Let me check my iPad while it doesn't look like I have any games right now, sorry. Sorry, iPad while driving? Can you try to text while driving? Let me just hit you up with the, let me peep my journal. There we go. Blueberry Village. That's so great. I love being in Blueberry Village. Why are they speaking like that? So, yeah, I won. Fuck you. It's mine. It's mine! Pick that up with my telekinesis. Oh, that's right. You gotta verify the item, don't you? Verify this bench. Yes! Bench verified. All right, now how do we drop it in the... We just slap it in there? How much crap do I have in here? I'm not gonna be able to fit it all. Verify this fireplace poker. Quality bad. Oh, no, but I need a fixing tool level 2 to fix it. Fine, just get rid of it. Whatever, dude. Slap it out of here. What else they got in here? Is that a fish? Oh, no, some of this is instant sale. Got it. Oh, saucepan. Verify. Oh, bad quality saucepan. Who be out there buying their cookware from the fucking Goodwill? All those lead-covered, delicious lead-covered pots and pans. Even a Christmas side. That better not be a fucking gnome. Okay, it's a Santa stop here. Who's gonna buy this for $48? Oh, I guess I could sell this to like a Santa Village. Who's valuing that at $11? What, that pot? Yeah, you don't know. That might be a Rachel Ray pot. That might be an exclusive. We don't know. That might be a really good pot. Beep that, we got a heater. Honestly, more ridiculous that this dog shit heater is selling for $20. Like, that's a fire hazard. Me selling a fire hazard. You buying the fire hazard. Bit of a toughie, but I think we got it. No, you go in there. I only want one trip, bud. I don't want to do more than one trip. You're gonna stay in the truck. No. You're gonna stay in the truck, and you're gonna have a great time. There we go. Now the hard part, I think, is realistic. Ooh, wind chime. I think the hard part is probably the bathtub. How am I gonna fit that in here, buddy? I'm gonna need some straps. I'm gonna need some, like, a crazy amount of straps to get the tub in here. This is the funniest part, to guess the price, and the game automated it. What of the item? Once I can stack this on here, sorry. Oh, no. You failed me. Maybe I can, you know what? Maybe I can get the tub out. Get the tub in there, and then I can lock the bench on top of the oh, well, nope. I have no depth perception. I'm like a baby. Can I lock the bench on top of the tub? Oh, get the tub in there. Tub is in. All right, now get this in here. Use your telekinesis, boy. Perfect. Look at that. Look at that. There ain't never been nobody who ever done did, never did, never did, never. Ain't never did nobody who never did, none did, never like me. Ain't nobody out there never did, none, never did, never get their shit in the box like me. Can't tell if you're saying Chun or Chum. Ah, Chum Lee. My favorite Street Fighter character and pawn shop aficionado. All right, peep this. I'm gonna. Oh! I see a mannequin with a skeleton head. I need that. I see a toilet. I need that. You're gonna have to let me get this one. I'm gonna need this one. Sorry. I'm going for 10 right away. $10. Yeah. Try it, motherfucker. Try it. I'm going $10. $10 over you, motherfucker. Yeah, okay, buddy. I'm gonna go $50 up, yeah. How about that? Little intimidation. $10 up, you asshole. Come on. I'll go up 20 if you want me to go up 20. I'll take. No, okay. I'll go up 40, buddy. You want me to go up 40? I'll go up fucking 40. I want that weird chest and I want that fucking toilet. There's heat in there. They got heat in this son of a bitch. I see it. Oh, I gotta sell the mannequin. Oh, I thought that was heat. Borscht part number 1. Oh, there's a corpse in there? Don't worry about it. Sometimes dead bodies are in storage containers. That's the rules, dude. Sometimes people buy storage containers thinking, hey, you know, I'm going to live in here, and I'm going to live in the storage container, and then they hide in their storage containers, and they can't beat the heat, and then they fry in there. Sometimes people don't know what to do with grandma's body, so they hang around in the storage container. That's the way it dubious be. Hey, Brendan, can you give me some advice? How do I find purpose in life, and how do I work towards it and get over my laziness? Fact of the matter is as you get older, life be like a sandbox, dog. That means that, unfortunately, you kind of gotta either gotta find yourself a grand purpose. You gotta be like one of those people who's like, I'm gonna be remembered forever, and then you put that towards all your energy towards that one singular goal. You can be a little treat enjoyer. That's kind of how I guess survive, is I just enjoy the little things in life. Like, yeah, things are a nightmare, things are horrible, but also, like, I can go have a big sandwich or a bowl of cereal and be like, you know, I'm kind of happy that I get to experience some parts of the human condition. Maybe not all of the parts of the human condition, but every once in a while I find something that's like, that's neat. But there ain't no, I have no immediate, like, this is how you get your shit done, this is how you fix it. Fact of the matter is, you gotta do it, and that's the hardest part. Me personally, I had to talk to a brain doctor and be like, hey, what's wrong with my brain? Why my brain be this way? I'm going to give you an inordinate amount of money that I do not have, so you can tell me what's wrong with my brain. And then he told me what wrong with my brain, that it was unmedicated ADHD for 30 years, and I was like, that makes a lot of sense. And there isn't a one-size-fits-all solution. I mean, you'll come across a billion people saying the fucking same things in different ways, and a lot of those same things are literally, take care of yourself, drink a lot of water, try to enjoy the things around you, try not to fall for the demon of apathy. And I don't know, when you find something that you enjoy, hold on to it. But like, realistically, dog, couldn't tell you. I don't know. It just life is a series of choices that you get to make as a human on this planet, and it's up to you to kind of figure it out. If you want to be lazy and eat like 50 hot dogs a day, like, go for it. That's 100% on you. You know, you are responsible for your actions and your choices for the most part, and you got to figure out, like, is it brain chemistry? Is my brain chemistry goofy? Is it general apathy and depression? I knocked that over, but I'm never going to be arrested. What is the reason that the head inside of my head be this way? And you kind of got to look within and figure it out. Like I said, you could go to a billion self-help or life gurus, and a lot of them are just going to give you simple platitudes. And that's really all I can give you, because I don't know how to process. I know what works for me, but I don't know what works for you. And and remember, anybody trying to sell you a solution is selling you snake oil, so. Brenda, what the fuck? What, Metaru? Do you want to fight me in the fucking pit? Abimba, Sabahimba. You destroyed that light? I didn't destroy anything, man. That's 100% on the city for putting that light that close to the road. Shouldn't have been that close to the road, not gonna lie. I spent way too much money on shit that it's not going to be worth it. I know. I don't even have a fixing tool. Am I done doing my celebratory dance, or? All right, good deal. Old washing machine. It's broken. Old hat. Why is there... I love the rotten pumpkin. Oh, hell yeah. Beach flip 'em flop. Oh, hell yeah. Book. Oh, hell yeah. Fish. Oh, hell yeah. Beach. Who wants to buy an old beach towel? Oh, can I do dumpster diving? Because that'd be pretty sick in a game like this. No? Okay, whatever then. I'll go fuck myself. What do you mean I can't sell a pallet? Do you know how many people out there would be, like, so fucking happy to be able to, like, buy or... like a wooden pallet just straight off of me for a couple of bucks? This shit is worthless. I mean, it's, you know, it's my junk, though. Me beautiful junk. Brendan, why am I getting reports that you ate a mountain warlock? All right, so I went directly into the fetid fields, okay? And as I was traversing through the fetid fields, I saw and came upon the crag, all right? And as I traveled through the brush and the bramble, and I made my way towards the crag, suddenly, and without warning, a gentleman jumped out in front of me wearing a purple cloak, his hair overflowing, his eyes wild, and he went, "Hey, get out of here. You can't go to the crag." And I said, "Well, actually, It's a free country, pal. I can go to the Craig if I want to. And so, I mean, had a bit of a fight. As he was dying, he said, please respect my last wishes. It's part of my religion. I need you to eat me. And I said, okay, I'll do that. I'm going to feel weird about it, but I'm going to do it. And so, yeah, I did it. Like, what am I going to not going to eat the guy? You know how fucked up that would be? Rude as hell of me to not eat the guy after all of that. The prions, Brendan, you're not going to get prions from a warlock. He turned himself into a roast beef. Don't even. He wasn't even a guy when I ate him. He died and turned into a platter of roast beef. You need to stop. Did you at least cook him? No, like I said, he turned into a platter of roast beef. What do you want me to do? Did you eat the plate? No, I didn't eat. There wasn't a plate. Why would you automatically assume there was a plate? Are you trying to catch me into a snafu? Are you trying to coax me into a logical fallacy? Nice try, buddy. I don't have any logic. I don't have any reason. Great attempt. Did he die like a Minecraft mob? Yeah. Roast beef spinning around. You said plate? You said platter? Yeah, like a ground platter. I don't think you know what a ground platter is, and your ignorance really shows. But it's like a shelf of dirt. Oh, we need to buy gas? Oh, shit. Oh, no, not my fault. I didn't do it. Nobody saw me do it. Can't prove anything. No. That's why I like being in Blueberry Village. Because in Blueberry Village, there are no security cameras anywhere. Not gonna lie, if I was passing through a town called Blueberry Village, I guarantee I'd be like, oh yeah, this is a fucking speed trap, ain't it? Yeah, this is a fucking speed trap. Where's my rentoid? Pardon moi. I live in a trailer. I worry not about this. I just assume it was one of those suburbia planned communities where one company owns the entire town. 16 tons. What do you get? Another year older and deeper in debt. The people wants to coming on, I can go. I owe my soul to the company store. Out of the fucking way. All the cops got turned into Berry Boys. Yeah, they do be sloshing around. Is Roger or Roger? You were reading Goblin, right? You picked up a copy of Goblin, right? Read the chat member who picked up a copy of Goblin, or is there somebody else who picked up a copy of Goblin? Yeah? You're gonna love the Berry Cops and Goblin. I can't wait for you to get to the Berry Cops. They got Berry Boy Cops and Goblin. When you get to the Berry Cops and Goblin, you're gonna lose your mind. Goblin? Gobbling what? Gobbling these nuts? I'm gonna wait. You motherfucker. $10. When do I get to intimidate them with my strength and prowess? You stop bidding. Okay, that's it. I'm putting 50 on this son of a bitch right away. Yeah, nice try, Az. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's what I fucking thought. $20, fuck you. Yeah, okay, $40, fuck you. Oh, okay. What about $60? Fuck you. I'll go $4.59 in this son of a bitch. You want to keep fucking going? That's what I fucking thought. They saw this fucking couch, didn't they? But that's all they saw. Oh, the dead body! Oh, I need a verification tool level 2? Shit. Mommy! There literally is a dead body in the... Yay! $5! Oh, and a bubble set! Well, you gonna eat him? I did, yeah. $5 body. Dog shit table goes in the back. Dog shit table goes on the trick. You're not good at this whole trade thing. Hey! You gotta spend money to make money, all right? We're running a lucrative business here, and you gotta spend money to make money. Now I'm down $200. Who wants to give me a loan? I'm gonna have to put all my money into sports betting. I'm gonna have to buy a couple of parlays. A couple of parlays later, we're gonna be set. Why are they fused together? Oh, you know what? Is the couch somehow in... Is it somehow in the chest? Nope, I don't know how they did this, but all right. Maybe they'll fix it when I put them in storage. It's fine. Don't ask too many questions. Yeah, all I gotta do is fit this in here. There we go. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Anybody want to take a seat? Sorry, looking less like a truck and more like a parade float right now. Don't mind me. Mr. Bean moment. Somehow you've quantum entangled the chest in the sofa. Just a day in the life of the storage and the war. It do make it easier to transport. Now, how am I gonna get gas? So here's my problem. Do I have enough clearance? Oh yeah, they're used to semis. We're good. They should do and I say this entirely sincerely, Concerned Ape should do, after Stardew Valley, should do the Haunted Chocolatier, should do Your Grandfather Has Died and Left You His Lucrative Tow Truck Business. I think we need less sloppy simulators and more video games that do the sloppy simulator thing, but they're inspired by Stardew Valley. All right, that'll probably fix it. Do I want to, like, go to bed because at night, do I got to worry about vampires? I don't think there's any night auctions, are there? Yeah, there's no night auctions. I guess I'm going to go to Eep. Not like I can forage for mushrooms, right? Brendan, do you have any thoughts on My Hero Academia? I stopped reading it years ago because I really didn't vibe with it, how they set up just shit life without powers is, and then proceeded to just give the main character superpowers, which is a really weird thing to do. It's a shonen anime, dog. Don't worry too much about it. I don't watch it, and I don't really care. But, like, suffice it to say, it's a shonen anime. It's not meant to, you're not meant to think that hard about it. Character is down in his luck, gets magic ability to have big power. Character has to go through horrible thing, have big power, wait for get big power. Like, it's a shonen anime. Also, he has to still learn how to use the powers. They don't just marry Sue Midori. Yeah, it's just, I don't... Green hair child be like, I love All Might be like, here, have me power. Child be like, I'm going to break every fingy. And then, I don't know, he breaks his fingy. Yeah, but like, why establish that life is objectively terrible for those without powers and then make the main character exempt from those struggles and never ever focus on the fact that systemic inequality exists? Because it's a fucking shonen anime, dude. Why are you expecting any level of intricate societal storytelling in a show that is meant to go, here is character, he's down in his luck and he has nothing? You are expecting far too much from children's media. This is a problem where, like, I understand that you're expecting good storytelling, but maybe then seek out good storytelling instead of, like, making, like, shonen anime is made for teenagers. It's not meant to explore those tropes or those themes. Just because there are shonen that are much better at that doesn't mean that they're meant to do that. Looking for clothes at the soup store. Yes, that's the, I mean... Like I said, if you're looking for media that is meant to talk about society, then stop watching media that doesn't do that. Like it's My Hero Academia. It's not fucking George Orwell. It's not like 1984. It's not like, you're not like reading Blood Meridian to learn about how like cowboy culture destroyed the West. Like you are looking at something that is akin to... Now, why doesn't Bluey talk about, like, the weight of the sins of the father? Why doesn't Bluey talk about, like, the abject horrors within the world? Like, it's kind of the same thing. Yeah, but I know nothing about anime or manga, so the only stuff that gets on my radar is the shonen stuff that's really popular. Yeah, because it's shonen. So, like, that's on you for getting exposed to it. Then expose yourself to things that don't do that. I'm not saying you can't be critical of it. What I'm saying is just, you know, you're looking at a tomato and saying, why isn't this an apple? Maybe perception of the way the media is portrayed by other adults is part of the problem, wherein they talk about shonen anime like it's peak storytelling and it's, you know, it's, oh man, this is so freaking awesome. But realistically, like I said, you're looking at apples and being like, why aren't these oranges? I do get it. Like, I get where you're coming from, in terms of, like, why doesn't it talk about these facts and themes, but it's My Hero Academia, so it's just better in every way than MHA. Yeah, Mashl's just a beefy guy who punch, but then again, my only problem with Mashl is it's just a more fun Black Clover. It's just, what if Black Clover didn't suck? And then if I think about it that way, I go, oh. And you can fight me on that, because I'm sticking to my guns on that one. Why doesn't SpongeBob talk about overfishing and climate change? This is true. Why doesn't the ocean warm up? Why doesn't SpongeBob ever boil? Do you have any recommendations on where to find good manga or anime like that? Well, your first problem is good manga or anime. That's where... Your first problem is, do you have any recommendations for good manga or anime? The problem is good anime. Pick one. Good manga. Pick one. I'm just being ridiculous. I don't know, man. You want to destroy yourself? Read Goodnight Poon Poon. You want an adult story and complex themes overlaying with a plot that'll make you feel like shit for like 2 weeks? Read Goodnight Poon Poon. There you go. I only like manga with gags. I only like comedy manga, so. No, I'm already as sad as it is. Come on, be sad. Read Goodnight Poon Poon. Be sadder. That's... You gotta be sad maxing. Or are you not sad maxing? Was it Made in Abyss, right? Why are you not sad maxing? Just enter your romance manga arc, Brendan. I don't care about that. I'm married. I don't need to... I don't need a romance manga because I genuinely am like, I do not care. I do not need to be a 31-year-old reading about teenagers falling in love. Like, that's... I'm sorry. I'm hitting you with it. Do not need that in my life. I'm going to be 32 in, like, 4 days, and I just don't want to read about teenagers falling in love. What about old people falling in love? Also don't care. Romance manga and romance anime, a lot of the times are akin to the smut books your grandmother reads. Not my grandmother, because my grandmother reads Bigfoot porn, but like your grandmother. My grandmother can't read. Oh, okay. Listens to on audiobook. My grandmother died. Okay. Can you please not vent in general about this? Brendan, I only have 3 grandpas. I have a grandpolicule. Okay. Can you please not vent in general? My grandmother died too. That's great. I have 2 grandmas, so I have 2 grandmas and no grandpas, so technically I have 3 grandmas. Maybe even 4 grandmas if there's a secret grandma out there, so I don't know. I'm kind of swimming in grandmas. My grandmother's doing great. Can you please not vent in general? My grandma's alive, but she's kind of a bitch. We're just learning grandma lore today. Tell me the weirdest thing your grandma did. I don't know. Can your grandma out-weird my grandma? Is this the... My grandma is currently dating somebody named Bob, and her late husband was also named Bob. My grandma is dating somebody named Sparky. He is a biker, and he's called Sparky because he electrocutes himself at least once a year while working on his bike. One grandma was of the landed gentry. The other is a worry ward. They're of standard stock. I see. My 2 grandmas, I do love them, but one of them is an absolute freak who reads like werewolf porn and Bigfoot porn. And then the other one is just like, I don't know what she's up to right now. She's probably maybe normal right now. She did get arrested for selling meth like 2 years ago. But then she got away with it, so, and I still don't know how she got away with it. But like beyond that, like, I don't know, she's not that much of a freak. Kind of standard grandma affair aside from that. Werewolf porn is pretty normal. Bigfoot porn is kind of freak shit though. Which one hacked your RuneScape? Werewolf porn? I think your grandmas would be perfect for each other if they met in their 20s. You don't know my grandmas. I know my grandmas. You don't know my grandmas. Were you, what did chat say? Lebanese grandmas? No, lesbian grandmas. You don't know my grandmas. Brendan has to go back in time to keep his grandmas from kissing. You don't know my grandmas. Even if my grandmas were gay, they would not be each other's type. You don't know my grandmas. Have your grandmas ever watched your streams? No. Why would they? They're not aware of the internet. They barely know how to use it. Well, no. My nana that lives nearer to me knows how to use the internet, but she just like watches YouTube videos and uses it to read werewolf porn. So where'd she get the werewolf porn? Amazon Kindle Unlimited. So I'm not sure if one of my grandmas is actually my grandma by blood or not. I don't know. What was it? My brother was whose birthday was it? Oh, my uncle's birthday. I had to find out some dad lore. I found that my dad's last name isn't actually his legal name. So like his last name, the last name my brother has isn't actually my dad's real last name. And that was a funny bit to find out. Basically that my brother is not carrying my dad's real last name, and I have my mom's real last name. Just to find out that, like, yeah, my dad has a completely and utterly different legal last name. Didn't know that for the longest time. He goes by my grandmother's maiden name. But, like, my brother has my grandmother's married last name. It's a whole thing. But it was wild to find out that, like, me and my brother both have a different last name than my dad, actually. Ooh, dead body, I want to spend. That's what I fucking thought. This what you motherfucker. I'm going up 10. You want to take this to 200? I'll take this to 200, pal. Okay, pal. I'll take it to 220. I see a dead body. You motherfucker. I'll take it to 260, too. I'll let you think. I'll let you think you won this one. I'll let you think you got this one. I'll let you think. I'll let you think. I'm going to come in like an eBay sniper. Bam. Oh, you really want this, don't you? Nope. Now that you want it, I'm not giving it to you. Oh, he really wants it. Buddy, I'm not handing it over. 400? I'll take it. We do not bold. We do not bilge. We do not brand. We do not break. Gotta spend money to lose money. Gotta money to money. Gotta money max to money munch to money mulch. The corpse is like $1. I know. Well, I don't think it's a real corpse, mind you. I think it's like a Halloween decoration. But it is kind of funny to open up a storage locker and, oh, $5 corpse. Nice. $5 corpse. Nice. Me going to the body auction and be like, can I get a $1 here, $1 here, $1 here, fine flesh, $1 here, $1 here, sold. Look at a $1 over here, $1 over here, $2 over there, $2, $3, $3.50, $3.50, $3.50, $4 over here, $5. We got $5 over here, $5. Look at $5 over here, $6 over here, $6. Look at $6 over here, $7 over here, look at $7, and sold. You try selling my body and they actually charge me. Me when I do a charity auction, one night of delicious macaroni dinner with Brendaniel, it actually goes in the negative. I have to pay you to go on the macaroni dinner with me. Who let the Jokers sell their family heirlooms? Hey, Batman died. He doesn't have anything else to do. Can I get one night of awful macaroni dinner? Yeah, it's not even gonna be Kraft macaroni dinner, Dak. We're gonna head on down to the Aldi and get the knockoff dinner. Velveeta? Okay, Velveeta's different though. Velveeta's not bad. Velveeta's fucking peak. Don't even hit me with the Velveeta. Ooh, the knockoff Velveeta that tastes wrong. Man, I haven't had macaroni in so long. Shelby and I had macaroni and hot dogs last night. Normally it's chicken and veggies, chicken and veggies, chicken and veggies. But I will say she was like, nope, I want comfort food. Macaroni and hot dogs. Velveeta is fine. I eat that. Knockoff Velveeta is so bad, though. You should try the Cracker Barrel macaroni. It's all right. Wait, I think we talked about this on Manborg shit. We can't relive Manborg. We have to go forward, we have to go forward into time. So did you name the town or I did not name the town? No, I did not. I launched the game and the town was called Blueberry Town and I went, all right, this is pretty peak. I'm like, that's pretty funny. No, I did not name it. On my hand. No. Welcome to Berry Village. I hope you enjoy your stay. There's so many creatures chock full of goo. I mean, yeah, we are in the town of Blueberry Village. I don't know, man. I'm thinking about the Smurfs movie again. And every time I see more information coming out about the Smurfs movie, I start thinking it's going to be another norm situation. They're norming themselves again. They're doing it to themselves over and over again. They continue to norm. Wait, the new Smurfs movie is real? I thought it was a bad meme. Nah, dude, they have like a really bad like trailer out for it too. Yeah, it's 100% real. It's definitely something, you know. Is Papa Smurf gonna shack up with Mama Poot? I don't know who that is, and I would believe you if you told me those were real characters from the Smurfs. I would just I would just be like, yeah, that makes sense. That tracks. Those are just real guys. Nope. Yep. 100%. That tracks. Mama Poot has been revealed via Twitter for the movie. Yes. Oh, okay. So that's a real character in Smurf lore. All right. Hunting those storage nuts streamer. I don't know what you mean by that. I genuinely, I'm concerned, confused. What do you mean? Hunting those storage nuts streamer. What? Are you inferring that I'm looking for nuts that squirrels have buried away for the winter? Are you inferring that I'm looking for truck nuts within the storage nut? Like, oh, storage units. You're gonna love my storage nuts. Oh. What's not to get? It's pretty self-explanatory. Well, I'm trying to figure out, like, what are the nuts in this situation? Like testicles, balls? Or are we talking about, like, acorns? This is where my confusion arises. Are you so testicle obsessed? I don't know what those are, man. I have no idea what you're talking about. I don't know what that is. I was literally born yesterday. I don't know what that is. Brendan eats 5 plates of bull testes every fortnight. No, you guys hear that the Liver King got arrested though? I saw that earlier today. I was like, holy shit, how far the big beefy boys have fallen. He looked terrible. They put him in jail too. Like he had some kind of ultimate crash out after he got caught for juicing. And it's like everybody in Hollywood juices, man. He did for what? I thought he already got arrested. I think he got arrested for threatening Joe Rogan. I know you're telling me the Liver King wasn't natty. HGH bros, when they found out the Liver King wasn't natty, it was kind of crazy that when they found out the Liver King wasn't natty, they kind of like some HGH bros started to fucking like lose their mind. It wasn't saying that there was any kind of like fire back on the Liver King, because I don't know why he went and admitted that he wasn't natty, because all he had to do to keep making money was just say, nah, I am natty. And like, it was 100% on the Liver King to tell people that he wasn't natty. He didn't have to do it. He could have kept selling liver to people and they would have kept believing him. What is natty? Au naturel, my gamer friend. Natty means you are au naturel. You are not using performance enhancing drugs. No steroids, that's natty. Dude looked like uncured meat 24/7. No way he wasn't unboosted. Yeah, no, true. But I'm just saying, like, if he hadn't said anything when people were calling him out about not being natty, he didn't have to say anything at all. He could have just ignored them and kept making money. Good on him, at least, for being like, yeah, I'm not natty. But then, like, you know, he lost his grift, he lost his mind, he lost his business. It's kind of weird that he admitted it, because it's like Joe Rogan saying, I'm natty. No, you're not. You're so fucked up on bull shark testosterone. You cost fucking, you gotta pay. The only currency you can use is fucking shark cards. You got that you literally are a GTA NPC. Like, buddy. Brendan isn't natty, he's on soy. No, I eat fucking chicken. I take like a multivitamin. I don't take any kind of anything. I don't even eat that much soy. Soy? Buddy, I live in Iowa. The soy's in the fucking air. It's multivitamins are not natty. Yeah, they are. Back when we were cavemen, we were eating crazy fruit. And that crazy fruit gave us all the vitamin and mineral we need. We just took the crazy fruit and put it all into one big orb. Exactly. Vitamins and minerals occur in nature. And now you can buy the crazy fruit from Brendan's shop. Dude, I loved looking into like nootropics for a little bit and then finding out there's some vitamins people are selling for like thousands of dollars. Selling like $100-some vitamin. Okay, please open the lock. Thank you. What do we got in here? A container of chemicals. Who wants a jar of acid? What's your favorite rock by mouthfeel? I don't know why you're asking me this. I have an entire video based around this entire concept. Okay, but the vitamins that make you shoot ropes actually are worth the money? I don't know, man. I've never needed that, so... What's your favorite action figure by mouthfeel? I already did that, sorry. Brendan shoots big comes confirmed. I mean, you said it. It's kind of weird that you're... you're hey, Brendan, gonna have to inspect your load. I'm the load inspector, sorry. I'm gonna have to, like, how much, how big, how far, how fast. It's like, you don't need to know. You want to shoot ropes? Just get high blood pressure. That'll... What do you think the Voices of the Void should add for 1.0? I don't know, dude. You can't ask me this, because I'm just gonna say bits. My problem is just, oh yeah, bits. I think like there should be a 1% chance for a Subway sandwich to be floating in the air in the middle of the woods. It should be like Maxwell, but it should just be there. It should just apparate after an event. You have like 5 minutes to go get it, and the UI changes, and then you have to deliver the sandwich. You have to meet your cum quota. Me slapping it. Listen here, my friend. You haven't made your cum quota this week. There's going to be big trouble for you. You must understand. You have to be careful. You haven't met your cum quota, all right? Start boosting up those numbers, my friend. You could be coming much more than you currently are. Looks like you were giving us a 1 liter a month. Now that's a lot of cum, my friend. That's a lot of cum, but I think you could boost that up a little bit. I think your numbers could be boosted up quite a bit. I think you could get 2 liters of cum. The loathsome cum dealer be like... Hey, Brendan, what do you think they should add to Voices of the Void? Okay, do you know what's really scary? People are like, aliens are scary, right? Shadow creatures are scary, right? But let me hit you with this. The real fear are real people who've done heinous things. So what I recommend is you have to make a 3D model of famous and former Subway mascot Jared Fogle. And every once in a while, you have him haunting the woods. Because I think, like, I see an alien, I go, eh. I see a shadow creature, I go, eh. But if I saw Jared Fogle in the woods, then I'd be scared. Honestly, I think that there should be, in Voices of the Void, they should add a streamer mode. I say this as a streamer, and the streamer mode should just play more copyrighted music. I think there should be a streamer mode that's in there as a joke, and it plays more copyrighted music. It just fucks the VODs. Monster who runs at you and plays copyrighted music. True, and then you got to get away from him. Yeah, copyrighted music monster. He appears to demonetize you. See, it'd be a good bit. Speakerhead, but it just plays Beyonce. Speakerhead, but it just plays Hey Soul Sister. You just hear in the distance, hey, hey, and it's like rumbling the bass and voices the voice, hey. I think that'd be genuine fear for anybody. Your lipstick stain on the front lobe of my left side brain. I know I wanna forgive you. I like the concept of Siren Head, but so many slop games have abused the poor monster. I feel bad for Trevor. Poor monster's gotten slopped. Yeah, I mean, it's a problem where if you make anything famous, dude, it's going to be abused and used by people who will not understand the core theming of it, who will not appreciate the actual art of it, and who are just like, wow, cool design. I'm going to take that, and then I'm going to make an awesome game on itch.io or on Roblox, and people are going to go, wow, and then make me $8 billion. It's just one of those things. Like, you can't do anything about it. Welcome to the joys of posting things to the internet. Trevor's like the most freebooted guy. Incredible art. Like, I follow them on Blue Sky, and it's immaculate horror art, and I feel bad whenever I see anything they've created anywhere else. There will always be somebody looking to make a buck off of your back and off of your creative work. Respect yourself and fight them. My belief is respect yourself and fight them. I can't believe Rock saw like somebody freeboot me the other day. That's crazy to freeboot Brendaniel clips. That's like freebooting Brendaniel so I lose money. Pretty much. It wasn't even edited or had a reaction person, just your YouTube short taken. So weird. I mean, I get why it was the Milk Orb clip, because that was a TikTok that got like 1 million views. And so I get why they'd be like, I seen this. I can post this on mine after like a month. I don't think there's any auctions, so I think we're... Hey! Hello and welcome to the Plastic Chair Review. My name is Brendaniel, and today we're looking at the plastic chair here in Storage Hunter Simulator. Now, these are not plastic chairs that we can grab and move around, but I am sure that there is a plastic chair that is sellable that is the same model as this one. And realistically, the fact that you're going to be able to move it later down the line once you find it and that it's sellable, gonna give it a point for articulation and interaction. However, not able to sit down in them. While you do have some civilians sitting down upon them, it looks like he kind of has his leg stuck in there, which I might take half a point off of. But overall, they're white. They have the drainage slots. Pretty good form and function. I do like, as always, I like that they have the full, like, ridges on the legs so that you can tell that they're stackable. So I'm going to give this one, honestly, I think a 7.3 out of 10. Clearly a 7.4. You don't know pizza like I do, buddy. And I know pizza. I go around the country, I inflame hate on the internet, and then I tell you about pizza. My dog shit pizza opinions are to be respected. This slice doesn't even have any form. How's the mouthfeel on this slice's czar? I gotta have a good czar. What's the ridges on the pizza? Why is the pepperoni wriggling around like a worm? Dave Portnoy, whenever he reviews a pizza, anytime I see a clip pop up on my timeline, I'm just like, shut the fuck up. I went to this local business and I said their slice is dog shit. No pizza slices are 10. 9.47358 on this slice of pizza. Fuck you. One bite. Everybody knows the rules. Hate that guy. That's the kind of guy to, like, you go to his house, you look at his fridge, it's just beer. Like, and not even, like, good beer. We're talking about, like, Coors Light, Bud. Oh, you know what? He's got Natty Light in his fridge because he drank it in college and he's trying to, like, relive that experience every day of his life. And open up his freezer, it's just raw, fresh chicken. Only has pizza slices. Probably spits out the pizza slice after he takes a bite of it on camera. Utter dog slop, man. Utter dog shit. One bite, everybody knows the rules. I went to this small mom and pop shop and destroyed their entire reputation because I said the pizza was a 7.6285395467892. More like fart noy, am I right? More like Dave Fart Boy, am I right? Fucking got him, dude. They got him for bar rescue once and he was completely insufferable. Anybody, and I say this, if you are rating something, you do not need more than a 1 through 10. my firm belief that you do not need more than 1 through 10 if you are rating something. The numbers don't matter in any way, but I inherently don't trust anybody who adds any kind of decimal point to any kind of rating or reviewing system, because you are literally just you are smoke screening discrepancy, and you are pretending you are playing with numbers that don't matter. Oh, my truck. Fuck, my truck. Stop. You're playing with numbers that inherently don't matter anyway, and essentially pretending that there is more depth than there actually is. Shit opinion, 9.37 out of 12. Did you give that chair a 7.5? The plastic chair review is a joke. Anytime I do a number rating, it's for a joke. Why do you think I have an entire video where I rate Minecraft blocks and I just make up numbers and tell a joke? Like, if you watch my Minecraft block video that people liked, I don't even talk about the blocks in like an interesting or critical way. I just tell a joke and say a number. That's the bit. Because I fundamentally don't believe that a number rating system matters in criticizing anything. I don't think you get anything from numbers. That's the bit. I rate things as a joke because I inherently find the number rating system fucking funny. Sure, champ. I mean, you can go for it, dog, but I can catch you fucking watching new tier list. What kind of lemon is your favorite lemon?
I don't know about this lemon, buddy. This one's not the right kind of mouthfeel.
How do you feel about stars? I fucking hate stars as a review metric. Maybe just, I don't know, dude, read the content of the review and then come up with your own fucking opinion. Like, that's my thought process is, I don't know, dog, maybe take a fucking second, read the content and quality of the review, and then base the piece of media that's being evaluated dependent upon the actual words that are being said and not a fucking number at the end. But, you know, that's just my opinion, man. Maybe have a moment to realize that as human beings, we have free will, and you can take a fucking second and have a goddamn thought. I know your brain may be stuttering and fucking stumping and steam is coming out of your ears as the fucking diesel engine begins to work, but you can take a fucking moment, breathe, and read and listen, and then internalize those fucking words as actual rational thought, instead of just seeing a fucking number and going, oh, that, well, I mean, Pooply Ambio had said it was a 4.8 out of 27, so I don't know. What about the content of the review? I don't remember anything they said. I just remember the number. How do you feel about, yeah, I mean, I don't like any kind of review system that uses any kind of numerical value. Read the content of the review. Like, I understand for the most part that most people, they just gotta use the numbers because people like the numbers because it's an easily digestible, number big mean good, number small mean bad. But inherently, I just don't like it, so. And I ain't gotta like it. I don't know, that's me. My personal problem with the numerical system is just how it leads people to immediately like be derisive instead of decisive towards a piece of media or a work of art because big guy said number big or big guy said number small, and then immediately it's just like, well, did you put any inherent thought into like the how you felt about the piece of media? Oh, I didn't watch it. I just watched the review in it, and then I saw number and went number good. And this is like, I have a dog shit memory. I have a hard time keeping like the content or quality of a review in my head for longer than like a month because my brain is full of Swiss cheese. But I generally try to have like a little synopsis of how I feel about something that I try to lock into my head for as long as possible. I only trust Angry Joe's badass seal of approval. You're so based for that. This is why that I think that Angry Joe should start reviewing historical events. And he should give some historical events the badass seal of approval. The beaches at Normandy, badass seal of approval. The Titanic, the badass seal of approval. Now, there are some things that I don't think he would give the badass seal of approval. Like James Buchanan's presidency or the Civil War. Like, depending. And like, yeah, I don't think 9/11 would get the badass seal of approval. But I think like the French Revolution, maybe it gets the badass seal of approval. The Boston Tea Party, maybe that gets the badass seal of approval. Honestly, it's probably the only way to, I mean, personally, for me at least, I'm definitely somebody who's like, yeah, if you're not giving this a badass seal of approval, what's the fucking bubble point? Would the 9/11 first responders get the seal? Yes. My Uncle Butch that does illegal tattoos on my grandma's porch. Definitely, you know what? Angry Joe just walking around with a sticker roll, asking people about their life and then giving them a badass seal of approval would be such a good fucking bit. Would he do little skits? I don't know, man. The last time I went to Angry Joe's YouTube was like a year or two ago. And I'm sure he's still posting normal content, but he was posting a lot of kind of awkward, like, and the best way I could say this is like, it was a lot of like kind of awkward, like AI face swaps of himself on the movies. And I don't know what he's up to now. But I wish him the best. I mean, I used to watch a lot of Angry Joe. It's like a lot of the people from Channel Awesome. I'm like, I wish him the best, man. Even Doug Funny Walker. I fundamentally don't agree with some of his gamer takes, but like, I used to watch his content back in like college or whatever. People are way too hard on Linkara. Well, dude's just like a schlubby comic book reviewer. I mean, like, he's just like the archetypical like 2011, 2012 nerd. Like, it's... And Linkara is like a 2011, 2012 nerd trying to persist in like the 2025 ecosystem. Oh my god, why are you going 500? You're trying to break me, aren't you? I refuse to be broken by the likes of you. You really want something in there, I see. Then you will pay the price. Oh, you bitch. Okay, I'll bring it up by 40 again, bud. Brandon, don't get baited. I'm not gonna get baited, man. $682, I know I'm gonna find gold in there. This dumb son of a bitch saw something fucking... He saw the safe. Oh no, he saw the safe. That's why he wanted it, but the safe was fucking empty. Wait a minute. Choo-choo train. Oh. It is looking like I, in fact, got baited. Well, I have the chest, so I can at least... I can take that, but the safe did not have any items in it, so... I guess this will happen, man. Sometimes you get baited, but I'm not saying no, all right? That's the thing. Okay? The fact of the matter is, I'm not saying no to when these auctions happen. I'm just not doing it, all right? I gotta win, all right? I'm playing for keeps, okay? If other people want to spend more money and drive me to bankruptcy, they can go for it, dog. But I'm not giving in. Brendan never loses. Brendan never loses except for all those times I lost. Medieval toilet. Hell yeah. Somebody's gonna be pooping like Shrek. Would a medieval toilet, is it made of like wood or rock, or is it more of like a peat moss brick? Like, I guess for the most part, I don't think a lot of people would have like a toilet in the medieval ages. They would just dump in the forest and like dig a hole, right? Now I gotta go find a book on like pooping habits in like the 13, I guess like 1300s to the 1700s. Kind of want to know more about like the sociology behind like how we poop today versus how we used to poop. I know we used to squat. So I'd assume, like, for the most part, I would assume that less likely to have an actual toilet or an outhouse and more likely to have just like a... if a dude shits in the woods and nobody's around to smell it, does it still stank? Cities would have communal toilets, latrine and rural. Oh yeah, no, they use a chamber pot and they dump it out in the streets. I know we used to be nasty. We're lucky we have a sewer system because we used to be nasty bitches. People used to just have a chamber pot and they dump it out in the middle of the street. I actually shit in my robe and magic it away beneath. Oh, true, actually. Thank you, Joanne. We need to bring back communal hole. I don't know, that's what they called me in college. I've been reading my urban fantasy slop again, and I will hit you with the last book, Jesus Appears. And he's just around. And he's just like, oh yeah, man, you shouldn't go and kill Thor, man. That'd be fucked up if you did that. And the guy's like, huh? Yeah, no, we know, the gods know that you were gonna go and try to kill Thor. You shouldn't do that. It's me, Jesus. Yeah, just actual Jesus. I've never read an urban fantasy book that just has Jesus appear. Like, hey man, what's up? It's me, Jesus. Kind of wild, not gonna lie. He just pops up. He pops up and then drinks a beer and then does some Irish car bombs with the main character. Peem? Maybe Peem. Yeah, Jesus from the Bible. Yes. Having Jesus show up and turn water into hard cider because he realized they finally made alcohol that tastes good. No, they had Jesus show up, drink some Irish car bombs, and then he gave everybody fish and chips. Fish and chips appeared on everybody's table. That was the bit, the fish and the loaves. Fish and chips appeared on everybody's table in the bar they were in. Fuck you! 40 bucks again, 700. Jesus. This is not going to be worth it. I see that. That's like, they got like a walker in there. Oh, no, they have a robbery mask. This might actually be worth it. Now, you may be saying to yourself, Brendan, this wasn't worth it. You are losing money, you fucking fool. However, I digest. I don't think I'm losing money, actually. I think that once I get these, all slopped up and checked out, I think I will actually be earning money. I don't know why they wanted me to go. I should have dumped out. I should have dropped out when it got up to 600. I should have just let him have it. But I am doing a staunch. I'm taking a staunch. I will not move. I will not brend. I will not break. You're starting to speak like a History Channel guy. Now, did you hear? Now, the thing about the ancient aliens is they were aliens. And what they used to do as aliens is roam around, making huge cums everywhere. Have you seen the movie Prometheus? It is much like the movie Prometheus, where the aliens were making huge cums, fat loads all over the place. And that is what inevitably gave human beings life. I fucking love Prometheus. I saw it in theaters and I don't remember anything about it except for the Goobus guy. I remember the Goo Goo guy. The guy who Goo Goo, the guy who Gaga, but I don't remember anything else. I guess there was also like, what is it, the big scary alien? The engineers really look like giant babies, huh? They kind of look like, and I'm gonna be real with you. This is not a deep cut, mind you, but like this is the best approximation of what the engineers look like. They look like protein Caillou found after 7 days stuck in a washing machine. That's, I think, the best approximation of what they look like. Protein Caillou, 7 days only in washing machine. A lot of moving parts in that one, but I that's the best. Honestly, that's the only thing I can just. Protein Caillou locked in washing machine for 7 days. Protein, well, because they're beefy. HGH Caillou stuck in washing machine. Is that better? All right. So we gotta go fashion and art. We gotta slap our fat sillies back over here. High fashion and high art, and I think we can get both of these taken care of at that, and then pick them up the things that they have. Because I think I left some stuff over there too. Not that Gems and Jewel that I sold, but I love the human precursors in the meatball spaceship. I keep saying if you really want to fucking hate Alien, read the Alien books. And not that you're gonna hate Alien, but you're gonna hate the Alien books. Read the first like 5 to 10 Dark Horse adaptations. The Dark Horse comic adaptations that were novelized. You're not gonna hate Alien, but you're gonna hate those authors. Imagine being an author and being like, you know, I think aliens should have some kind of jelly or honey. Yeah, I'm putting alien nectar in this book. Awesome. Chuck and use concepts for engineers someday, just creatures. That's why I like the elephant creature. Before they revealed like the aliens as smooth Caillou bald, I always like the elephant creature brought into like the expanded alien mythos. Because it's just like, why they gotta be smooth and white? Why can't they be like a chunky dude all tubed up? Why can't they look like Max Rebo stuck in the Teletubby slime dispenser? Like, isn't there a Batman and Superman versus Alien versus Predator book? Maybe, but like I'm more so talking about like the Dark Horse comic adaptations. The novelizations of comics is a very fun thing to read. Because the authors who had the writing those novelizations do not care. Space Jackie. Face hugger. I'm thinking of Storage Wars and the guy that had a catchphrase that he had on his truck and hat and clothes. Storage Wars inherently is a genuinely sad show at its core because it's just these people couldn't afford to keep their precious memorabilia and their family heirlooms. And these people are parasites who will take advantage of people who died and couldn't pay for their storage container. This is Storage Wars. Like, at first I was like, ooh, the thought of graining treasure is freaking epic. And then I thought about it and I went, oh, but isn't that kind of sad that, like, a lot of the storage containers they go through are just of people who have, like, passed away, who weren't able to give, like, their kids or grandkids or family, like, their stuff, or people who just couldn't afford to have their stuff anymore? And after I thought about it for, like, 1 nanosecond, I went, oh, this show sucks, man. That's kind of fucked up. I was like, yeah, I don't want to watch that, man. Something about, like, the watching a bunch of parasites, just another parasite, rip apart, like, rip the copper wire out of the soul. This makes me go, nah, I don't need that. I get enough of that day to day. I don't need to see fucking people bussing out the goddamn, the soul plasterboard to get to the copper wire of the soul. Never thought about that. Yeah, I mean, yeah, those are people's things that they're buying and bidding on. People who have died, who have lost, who don't, like, get the right to keep their things. Like, it's kind of fucked up. Where would you rank various reality TV shows in the scale of morally fine to incredibly fucked up? Like, where does Pawn Stars rank on that scale? Well, Pawn Stars just sucks. Like, it's just 90% of the things that are brought in are utterly fake. Like, pawn shops are genuinely, like, pretty predatory. And even then, like, the stuff that is brought into the show is usually just fake. Like, it's people that are like, oh, I'm from a museum. Let me bring in this actual, like, rare artifact. Hey, I brought a fertility statue, and I'm looking for $500 for it. Let me bring in a fertility statue expert to take a look at this real quick. Make sure it's real. I think the only good shows like this, in my opinion, are like American Pickers was probably the most, like, in terms of, like, positive alignment, I think American Pickers was one of the best because they actually went to people's homes and went, here's all this old crap you have. What are you going to sell me this for? Instead of like, oh, I'm going to buy up people's memories in bulk and then sell them back, filtering them throughout and then throwing away anything that's not worth any kind of money. Wasn't the tall guy a predator? I don't know. Did he have heat vision? Yeah, the picker guys would also be like, hey, you know, you are undervaluing this. We have TV budget. We can give you more. Like, dude, we have TV budget. We can give you more than what you're looking for. That's what I kind of liked about the American picker guys is they always felt like more, I guess, the way that they did business felt more right. I don't know anything about the content of their personal character, you know, but the way that they actually, like, bought stuff always made me go, oh, that's nice. Versus, like I said, Storage Wars, which is just fucked up and evil. I want that. There's an arcade machine in there. I need that. And the dead body. Oh, we're baking today. $50 immediately. You're gonna make me spend $1,000 on this, aren't you? You're just fucking with me. You're fucking with me at this point, aren't you? You're fucking with me, aren't you? What the fuck? Stop bidding. Let it go. I'm not letting it go. I'm at sunk cost fallacy now. They're going at 1,700, dude. There's got to be something in here. There's no way. No, it's got to be worth it. It's got to be worth it. Okay, maybe it wasn't worth it. Okay, there may have been a slight miscalculation on my end. A little bit of an error. We lost over half our bank for this. I'm sorry, hon, but I put your college fund into a well, half your college fund went into a parlay. And unfortunately, it was sports betting on curling is not something that I will do again. I promise. I promise I will stop betting money on curling. But then the other amount of money went into well, you see, I found this rare game. I thought I saw a box for a rare game, and it surely was the box, but inside was just this blue cube. Downside, your college fund is gone. Upside, how do you feel about venturing within the realm of Minecraft with me, where we can build blocks and shit? So really, there's an upside and a downside. Downside is you're not going to college. Upside, we're going into the realm of Minecraft. They did Storage War Jason Momoa. You don't gotta win every auction. What's the point of the game if you don't chat? Oh, you gotta win every auction. What's the point of the game if you don't chat? Exactly! I read that wrong. What's the fucking point? If I do not win every auction, what's the goddamn point? I have to win. The problem is some of these folks play real hard. They play hard to get. They play hard ball. But I gotta win. All right? And hey, the upside, we did get the arcade machine. Pretty cool. Sushi Smash. Now, of course, I don't know if it's going to be worth it. Now, the Christmas tree, I'm definitely sure that it is not going to be worth it. Butter digest, as they say. But the Christmas tree stand, this has value. There's always money in the Christmas tree. Could you imagine not knowing every day of your life when your parents bring out the Christmas tree? Actually, it's the simoleon tree from The Sims. They're growing money out of the simoleon tree. And you didn't know. You had no idea. Repair far outvalues the verified. That's what I'm thinking. Maybe go... I just hate the... I have to drive this all the way out to an expert and be like, don't worry, I got a Christmas tree guy. I got a Christmas tree guy. Let me see the value on this. And he goes, oh, ho, ho, ho. Well, that is a Douglas fir. That's a fine tree right there. Wait a minute, is this junk? It is, but I can't dumpster dive? This is so sad. That's something I kind of wanted to see in the game. A little bit of dumpster diving. Fuck the tree. Oh my god, I just had a fucking dad in the back of the car moment. Shit. Does he know? He didn't know, but now he knows. I see it. This is a Christmas classic, right? You put the tree, you strap it to the back of the car, you start driving it back to the home, it falls out, nobody sees it. Fuck. Don't worry. I have telekinetic glue, so the tree is stuck on me. Waiting for the magnet fishing update to this game. Magnet fishing, but you only find live grenades, just like real magnet fishing. I think my cat is stupid. Welcome to cat ownership, dog. That's... It's not that you should think your cat is stupid. Your cat is stupid. My cats are stupid. Your character looks like Nebraska Pete Davidson? Nah, Juggalo Pete Davidson. Pete Davidson if he was down with the clown, if he was part of the Dark Carnival. That's what I like to think. I don't know, would being a Juggalo make Pete Davidson worse or better, or you would just be like, oh, that tracks? Pete Davidson perfectly fits into that, like, that wild archetype of skinny, scuzzy-looking dude who hangs such incredible massive dong that he can pull anybody. Pete Davidson must hang so much brain, they think he works out at the library. Like, it's... Like me? No, I look like character creator option 2 in a wrestling video game. Like, what are you talking about? I look like if you showed an image of me to your mom, she would say, oh, is this one of the Nintendo YouTubers you watch? I look like I was made in a lab, like pure distilled white guy essence. Made into form and function. Like, I will never escape the, look at this man. Why is he so empty? Oh shit, they got Clumby. You see, I knew they had Clumby. I'd like you to play a little Clumby with me. Come over to my house and let's play apple to apples. I'll let you kiss me tenderly on the lips after a game of Mad Libs, please. Oh, Rock, I wanted you to know that urban fantasy book I've been reading. When they go to kill Thor with a bunch of dudes, one of the dudes is like a Russian lightning god who gives them all a bunch of fulgurite. He distributes some rocks. I wanted you to know about that. There's no apes in it yet, though. But I do want you to know there is a little bit of rock distributing in that book. Oh, Perrin? Yeah, it's Perrin. Look at you. Full gorilla. Could you imagine seeing like a gorilla, but he doesn't have like on the top of his head, instead it's fulgurite slopping out of there? That'd be a crazy Rajang, I want to say skin, but that didn't make any sense. A crazy like Rajang alt in Monster Slunter. Is that the one with Jesus also slamming back Irish car bombs? Yeah, Jesus in that book, he pops up and he's like, hey man, don't kill Thor. And then he slams back a beer, a couple of Irish car bombs, and then dispenses fish and chips to everybody in the bar. I've never seen an urban fantasy book talk about gods and just be like, oh yeah, Jesus is real. And sometimes he comes down to earth. But he doesn't like to come down to earth too often because when he comes down, he has to come down depending on people's perception of him. And so, like, if he comes down through a perception of him that sucks, that means that, like, they're going to think that he's going to be in, like, the Crown of Thorns. They're going to have him with the fucking, like, bleeding. And he doesn't like that, so he doesn't like to come down unless he can figure out, like, a good way to apparate properly. Kind of funny, man. They call him One Trip Brendan. Why? Because I fall up the stairs every time I walk up them, or... Do they call me One Trip Brendan because I bring all the groceries in one trip? Oh, this is it. You know what? I was thinking about this just being a tub. That is a potty. Little British history for you. You know why the Thames looks like shit and smells like shit? I hate to break it to you, buddy. That's 1,000 years of shit right there. That's like perpetual stew, but instead it's perpetual poo. Some say that people still shit in the Thames to this day. It was like the idea of gods getting power through belief, and with urban fantasy dying of many faiths, gods become more so like celebrities and political heads, company CEOs, or just major players. I do like the urban fantasy series that I'm on for that. Gods basically like getting their power through faith to a degree. But I will say that Downside, the latest book, the main character was like, oh man, I own a bookstore, and I was so excited to like go to this local book convention because I got to meet one of my favorite authors of all time, and I went, no, please don't say it. And they're like, he's such a cool author, and he's so awesome, and everything he does is so cool. And like, I freaking freaked out and geeked out about him because he was so awesome. And I went, don't, Neil Gaiman. And I went, no! You were written in 2011. The character is making fun of a vampire using lolcat speech. No, you didn't. No. Pop the oven. That's a good oven. That's a $100 stove. Dipping into the stove fund. Dipping into the stove in the kitchen hood fund. No more fucking money. No more. I live a Spartan life. I do not need objects of value. I only need the money. Living like one of those like TikTok guys who are like, you don't need things to make you happy. You know that's just part of their plan, right? Things will not bring you happiness. Only conquering will bring you happiness. The only thing that will ever make you feel anything from this point onwards is conquering. Being strong. Emitting strength. If you're not strong, you are nothing. You are a worm. I think I do mediocre to okay as like a grifter podcast guy. I think I do all right. I don't think I could do that like morally, but I think I could definitely make up enough dog shit platitudes to make people go, yeah, you're right, yeah. I should be strong, yeah. I should rage like the rapids, yeah. I should be like a strong boulder rolling down a hill. Yeah, you're right. Actually, this makes a lot of sense to me. Yeah. I just like get them. Those alpha guys always look like microwave hot dogs. I would say they look kind of inflated a little bit, big and round. Like the HGH makes everything larger, so they kind of look like they kind of look like they should be like. Where like, because like HGH is one of those things where it like makes and steroids make everything bigger. So like their head, their ears, their nose, everything is larger. It's like taking like synthetic gigantism. But you don't get taller, you just get whiter and more stout. They always do, and they always drink Saratoga spring water. No, the alpha dudes don't drink water. They would never be seen so weak as to drink water out of a bottle. They have a water bottle, and the water bottle is filled with alcohol. And they can never scratch their backs. If you ever get worried about like an alpha guy podcaster, just be like, hey buddy, how's it feel to never be able to scratch your back on your own? They can't reach back there. They can't do this. One thing I will always have over alpha male podcasters is they can't do this. They have to get somebody else to do it. They can't wipe. They probably cannot wipe. In all likelihood, you got to think about how stinky. Liver King must have had the worst shits. Well, Liver King stopped taking all that shit, but now he's in prison, so. Liver King going to jail. No more Liver King. The saga is finally over. I mean, the saga's been over for a while, but the saga is double over. We need a new guy. We need a Kidney King. Thinking about, what is it, the one alpha male guy who is like, I invented a new way. I invented like a new way of like, of how to count days. And it's just, buddy, you're just getting less sleep. What happened to Liver King? He got arrested for, I think, threatening Joe Rogan in Texas. So, yeah, they let him out of the divorce guy stable. Yep. He is no longer a certified divorce guy. Oop. Didn't see anything. You saw nothing. These are chaos roads. We follow the path of chaos on these roads. We don't worry about it. They'll fix it in the morning. Run over a stop sign, somebody runs by. I'm going to put this in my storage container. It's going to be awesome. See that? And we got a good eye wash station. I feel like this was a chemistry teacher's, like, this seems like the storage unit of a dead chemistry teacher, right? Who, like, had some hobbies, had a couple of things left over from the school after he retired, stole like, an eye wash station, had a couple hobbies that never fully, like, worked out. You know, wanted to go kayaking, never did. Wanted to grow plants, did a little bit, but couldn't really get super into it. Then he just kind of died, shitting on his couch. Joker, stop levitating the eye wash station.
Never, Batman. All these kids in this chemistry class will never be able to wash their face. The deadly, deadly poison inside of them will get them.
Thinking about that person on ChatGPT who said ChatGPT saved their life and got them out of the woods, and I'm just imagining them trying to use ChatGPT to get them out of the woods, but their phone fucking updates. And then the wolves descend upon them. That'd be crazy. That'd be ChatGPT, use Google Maps.
May I help you?
I was just like, why are you... I mean, that was kind of the bit for me, is like, why are you... You made everything more complicated when you could have just used, like, Google Maps or a trail app, or... That was like the Brux of the story, is like, everything that you had ChatGPT do could have been done easier if you had a map of the trails you were on through, like, a trail app. Which you could have done. Or use your phone to call for help. Also, yes. That was also another, like, part of the story was like, how are you using ChatGPT on a trail when you could just call for help? Phones also have, like, an actual SOS feature. See, that's why whenever anybody's like, thank you, ChatGPT, you're so awesome. You literally saved my wife from cardiac arrest. And it's like, why don't you bring her to the hospital? Literally everything that they had described that they had ChatGPT do for them was something they could have just done easier if they just use their brain instead of asking ChatGPT for help. ChatGPT saved my marriage by telling me that I should pay attention to the things my wife says, listen, and make ravioli for dinner every night. I don't get the ravioli for dinner every night part, but apparently ChatGPT knows my wife just loves ravioli. It's just so wild to me that people can rely so much on ChatGPT for stuff like that. Like, I think when the proliferation of LLMs was starting, people were just making fun of that, and now it's just like people genuinely like using DeepSeek, OpenAI, ChatGPT for literally everything. And it's just, I like how someone tells ChatGPT they were a scared baby deer that couldn't find its mother, and it actually took it seriously. Anytime you need to use ChatGPT for a question, you can type in that question, space Reddit, and you can find the actual person who typed that every time, because that's what AI was trained on, was books and Reddit. If you have like a question, you can Google it and space Google that question and like Reddit afterwards, and you'll find the same answer, if not a better answer. It's regurgitating information that it has been given and hoping that, depending on the parameters you give it, it has regurgitated the right information. I was saying it the other day. I was saying, like, the companies trying to replace their actual programmers and employees with, like, AI are going to get a rude awakening when it makes a billion spaghetti code and then fucks up, then deletes an entire database. I know a guy who legit stopped using Google and only uses ChatGPT. In about 2 months, you're going to see them wearing tinfoil on their head because they're trying to get rid of the 5G radiation, so... Waiting for now that OpenAI is working with the military, waiting for OpenAI, a lot of ChatGPT answers to be like, oh, you're sad? Have you thought about joining the military? Oh, golly gosh, diddly darn. I mean, that does suck a whole bunch, but you know what would be awesome for you? Joining the U.S. military. Like I said, LLMs will get shitified to the point of unusability. It happens to everything that tech bros touch. It will always turn to dust, so... You even have AI guys bitching about how bad AI is now. Like, it's... AI guys are somehow already in the nostalgia phase. Like, it's that bad. Like, it's... The second that ads start popping up in the middle of your, like, queries for... how do I get a big, beautiful girlfriend with massive, huge honkers? Well, I mean, you could probably just talk to people and interface with them. But also, have you thought about going down to the local Taco Bell and getting a Crunchwrap Supreme with a Baja Blast? You know what might cheer you up? Buying Raytheon stock, yeah. Yeah, the second that ads are going to get interspersed into AI algorithms, AI bros will fall to their knees. Or they will just be like, you know, ChatGPT said if I had a Whopper, I'd feel a lot better. And you know, with a Burger King special flame-broiled Whopper directly from the grill, I do feel a lot better. Wow. AI bros freak me out. Why? Are you afraid of store mannequins? Reminds me of Tesla guys having 2 billion problems with their Cybertruck, but still keep trying to love it. Most insane example of Stockholm Syndrome yet. No, it's not AI bros that are, like, I mean, they are the problem, but they're not entirely the problem. The problem is normal people thinking that AI is AI. Like, it's... I mean, we all know that. The main problem is normal people thinking that AI is going to actually solve all their problems and make life easier. When, in fact, like most things that tech bros sell, it is only going to make life harder. We are already in the kind of job market where it's impossible to kind of get any job. A lot of people have their jobs, but the second you lose your job, it's impossible to get any kind of job. I was reading an article the other day where some companies are having problems with AI-generated resumes, and their AI-generated software can't keep up with the AI-generated resumes that people are sending in. So it's literally just slop into slop into slop into slop. A guy tried to use an AI lawyer. He was having none of it. Well, he tried to use an AI lawyer he created. And yeah, of course the judge was having none of it. It's stupid. Oh my God, there is an actual casket. I need to win this. I need to win this one. I need this W. We go hard. We go hard. We go hard. We immediately put 100 into it. Somebody else is going to put money into it, aren't they? I'm going to do one more. I'm going to do one more at the end here. I'm going to do one more. That's it. I'm not going any further. But I want that body. All right, I lost all my money on this. I already used the loan app. Shut up. There's a reason I did this the way I did. We will make a profit, I promise. This will be profitable. This will be profitable. This will be profitable, he says. No. It's $1,000. There must be $700 between these. This is like when in like Storage Wars or Pawn Stars where somebody's like, oh, dude, this is awesome. I brought in my grandma's diamond ring. And it was worth like $5. It's cubic zirconium, man. Your grandpa actually was a cheapskate. Your grandpa bought that ring for your grandma at a claw machine. This is a claw machine ring. But I thought it was the world's biggest diamond. Buddy, this is a ring pop. What do you thought the ring pop was worth money? Have I got news for you, fella. God damn it, man. You can't just reuse a casket. It's buried in the ground. Joke's on you, idiot. What if I buy 3 different caskets and when I die, I want them to put me in a random one? And then I'll hold on to the other 2 in case I come back and die again. What if it's buy one, get one free at the casket place? Buy one, get one free at the funeral home. They got to separate you across several coffins like Dracula. Yeah, I'm the holy corpse. Make the funeral guest guess which casket you're in. Oh, dude, that'd be awesome. Have my mom guess what casket I'm in, and then if she guesses wrong, my body spring-loaded jumps out of the coffin. It goes, gotcha, gotcha. My mom screams, my wife cries, my soul is laughing in the beyond. Joke's on you, idiot. Even my funeral, it's going to be a joke. They're all gonna laugh at you at your funeral, Brendan. I fucking hope they do, man. Several bits are going into my will. Would you stream at your funeral? No, I'd be dead. No, I wouldn't stream at my funeral. I'd be dead. It's not how that works. But it would just be bits. Would you let them bury you in the Freddy Fazbear coffin? No. But I would want to jump out like I'm coming out of the Springlock suit. He already established he's setting up the coffin cam for us. I never promised that. You guys stream at your funeral? I would make an apology video for it. No, if you broke into my funeral, if you had the wherewithal to break into my funeral and then you fucking come up with the bit of hey guys, what's up? Live vlogging Brendaniel's fucking death, man. Honestly, you don't have to apologize for it. Does your Haze Shrine die with you? No, my Haze Shrine is given to I don't know. Probably, no, yeah, buried with me, actually. I want it buried with me. That's in the will. Bury all your mods beside you. I could never do that. That'd be fucked up. Ouija board Brendaniel at 3 a.m. Luigi board Brendaniel at 3 a.m. Are Twitch clips legally binding his wills? No, you'd need a notary. And I don't think any notaries watch the stream and want to notarize that. I'm a notary? No, you can't. Don't notarize that. I do not give you permission to notarize that. That's how that works. If I say, no, thank you, you can't notarize that. You can't do it. It says the rules of notarying. I've read up on it. It's in the rules of notarying. You can't notarize that, so I'm going to do it anyways. No! I want to let the notary council know you did this. There are a bunch of postal service workers here, Brendan, and a bunch of those are notaries. We got postal service employees. We got archaeologists. We got people going to school for archaeology, digging up old bones. You need to pander more to your archaeologist fans. Start digging into the forest, Brendan. I'm going to find a lot of antlers out in my forest, dude. Make a couple of, you know what? I should make bone totems. I should get into that. That'd be a fun hobby. Imagine the future, archaeologists finding Brendan's Haze Shrine next to his body. Me clutching my copy of Haze so I could have the funniest skeleton. Nuclear war comes? All right, dude. It's just going to be, in that moment, I'm just going to be, how do I make the funniest skeleton imaginable? Yeah, how do I do Bethesda-style environmental storytelling? This is so true. Who the hell would bomb Iowa? I mean, Omaha is nearby. Military bases are around here. We're not going to get nuked? Close enough to places that will get nuked, unfortunately, bud. I believe I am in the you are fucked wall in terms of the tactical map of where to bomb. I'd bomb Iowa. I don't like it. See? Why everybody's so mean to me?